I love to air it out. It's a lot more fun throwing the ball than it is running the ball, but it's as a play caller.
Says on the beat, boy.
Yeah. Cause he wanna light. Headlights, I've been with midnight through the city. I've been going through some things, tryna get my mind right. Push the bucket to the lip, push that bitch into the fence. Gotta get the full control, gotta get my mind right. Headlights, I've been with midnight through the city. I've been going through some things, tryna get my mind right. Push the bucket to the lip, push that bitch into the fence. Gotta get the full control, gotta get my mind right.
But no, it's and Kellen obviously definitely has that ability to be an aggressive play caller. But this is how you win. This is how you win consistently, and it's a formula that works over the long haul. So we just got to get better at it.
Their strengths, or one of their strengths, is on the offensive and defensive lines. Really, is this the best O-line that you've seen on tape so far this year?
Oh, I agree with that. I think this is an outstanding offensive line. They're very well coached, and they've been playing together too. And I think that's really the gets lost in the conversation, because offensive line experience and continuity to me is a number one goal that I'm looking for. When I look at all the different units, positions on our football team, because history will tell you consecutive starts by 5 linemen equates to winning, and they definitely have that going right now.
Coach, can you speak to the job that Joe Philbin has done this year? One of the biggest questions that we all had in the offseason was about y'all's offensive line, and I think it's just been one of the most pleasant surprises, at least to us, probably not to you. Can you speak to the job that Coach has done up front?
Yeah, absolutely. Joe and Jeff have done an outstanding job. I think when you look at the position coach, his resume, Joe's teaching ability is at the forefront. He's an excellent teacher. The details, the fundamentals, the techniques, and you have to have that when you're developing a young football team. And so you've seen the growth of our young players, on a steady climb, and it'll continue to do so. And that's just a big part of where we are, particularly in the offensive line group.
Where's Hurts improved the most from what you've seen?
I just think he's playing faster. I think in the system now with 3 years, and it's a system built around him, which I believe that's the way you build offensive systems around your quarterback. So I think he's a great fit for how they want to play. So you can see the continuity that he's building, the connection he's building with the perimeter players. But just like any quarterback, you got to have a fundamental run game to be your start point, and Philadelphia has established that so far.
Coach, some people are talking about, with Hurts, Sirianni has kind of simplified it, kind of like a college offense. I covered Navy and people. Shut up, Chop.
Whoa.
Yeah. Hey, I'm trying to make
I love the military. I'm just. Okay.
Yeah. Come on, y'all want to laugh? Finish off your joke.
No. I'm just trying to follow along here, be a good listener, and how this applies to the game.
The point.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy DMV, back with another one. And as you heard it, Mike McCarthy was interviewed this morning on RJ and Shan channel, or on 105.3 The Fan. And he talked about a few things, but I kind of wanted to highlight him talking about Jalen Hurts, him talking about Joe Philbin, and him talking about, the winning formula of the run game, which kind of started. So we'll start with the run game. And, they were asking him questions around, throwing the football, being around Joe Montana, being around, quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers and guys like that, and, having to, do this formula. And for him, it's about, look, I want to throw the ball just as much as everybody else, but you got to know what is the winning formula. And those are the things that him and Kellen had to go to the drawing board on. And, I applaud him for that. As far as Joe Philbin improving, as far as the line coach goes, I still think that there's room for improvement, so I'm not going to write home about until I see a whole body of work for this season. But I do think that Joe Philbin has done a really good job of having the guys that needed to catch up to speed. I think that Jason Peters coming in when he did for a little bit of time I thought he was caught up to speed then. I thought that Tyler Smith, he really was thrown in the fire, and he's catching up to speed for the most part. Yeah, sure, there's a couple blunders here and there, but he's a rookie. It's to be expected. I think for the most part, he's caught up to speed. I think McGovern has improved tremendously for the time being, and I think the Steele has continued to improve, being the second best lineman on the team right now. So I can't really argue too much against Joe Philbin at this point. I'm just hoping that we can continue to get better at combo blocking, continue to get to the second level, getting to the second level a little bit better. And, we've had to pound and be a team off of play action, and I think we can't do that without the line having to improve some. So hats off to Joe Philbin as it goes to this point right now. And lastly, we'll talk about the improvements of Jalen Hurts, where Mike McCarthy pretty much just pointed out that the speed of the game and decision-making has, made him a little bit better at this point. So that's what the Cowboys are going to have to realize going into this game. We could look at all of the film from last year and all of that. I think we did a very good job of corralling him in the pocket. The thing that the Cowboys are going to have to worry about is how much faster he is with his decision-making. Because I know that there are times where he gets caught in, not recognizing the pressure up front and getting stuck on one read. But there are things that he is more comfortable with in this offense, being that it's his second year with Sirianni. So the Cowboys do have to worry about that a little bit. And you'd have to be out of your mind to say that you don't see an improvement in Jalen Hurts. We can poke all the fun and stuff all we want, but he's improved, and that's going to be a factor in this game, whether he's improved enough. Now, I've been saying this for a long time. I feel like the Eagles have closed the gap with the Cowboys. Now, I know that they're 5-0 and the Cowboys are 4-1, so I had always said that. But it's, have they closed the gap enough? Is it enough? You know what I'm saying? Did they close the gap, a 30-point gap in this offseason? And I think we'll find that out. I think that it'll be a really good game this Sunday. I think that it'll be a one-score game. I know that they have it like the Cowboys are 5.5-point underdog. I think you can throw that out the window. I personally think it'll come down to the last possession of the game. And, I'll make my prediction on Mark Holmes' channel when I'm over there on Sunday night. So, make sure that you're there. But appreciate you guys for tuning in, and happy Friday. Peace.